to all those people who wonder why I'm in some perpetual childhood, some perpetual state of childhood, based on the criteria of what makes one an adult, a responsible adult, an adult and a responsible adult, a man that's separate from a woman, and what a woman has to be and what a woman has to do. There's a lot of expectations and a lot of things that women, when I'm thinking about it, have to do as well. And a lot of things that a man has to do, especially after women's lived, and a lot of responsibilities that women want to take on that would give them a lot of responsibilities in life that we've led up to right now, that says, well, you take on a lot more than you would have taken on if you were just pre-women's lib, you know? Because you got a lot of women out here wearing the pants, and you really do, and they're doing all kind of, they're taking on all kind of positions that a man would ordinarily be taken on, you know? So anyway, having said that, I've decided to be in a perpetual state of adolescence, mainly because of my belief system. Now, either my belief system is somewhat accurate, not accurate at all, or accurate. And I'm guessing it's somewhat accurate. And I'm seeing a lot of things going on out here that just kind of leads me to think that maybe I ought to just twiddle my thumbs for a while. Or just take it easy and take it light without getting too worked up in a whole lot of stuff that's getting ready to change real soon. Like, if aliens were to come, I know you say, aliens, he's crazy, he's going about these aliens. If aliens were to show up and say, hey, we're here, it's the alien nation, this becomes much more of a different factor than it used to be. A lot of things that you cared about prior to that moment, you don't care about so much anymore. It's not that significant anymore. Who knows what they may bring in? I may decide I want to go out and practice law and become a lawyer. Well, the whole legal system may change when that day comes. And it may not be that far off in the distant future when it comes. That's my belief system. That's what's going on with me right now. Because I'm seeing things. I've been seeing these things like a prophet. I've been watching these things and going through these things for quite some time now. I see surreal shit. I go through surreal shit. Things that make you go, what the fuck was that? You know? If you're not familiar with it. You know? If I were to go and say, well, I'm going to go and study to become an MD right now, a PhD right now, go and be a doctor, you know, a medical doctor. When the aliens show up, which when they're already here is what I'm believing, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, but they just haven't made that official, hey world, collective world, we're here, introduction yet. But if I was to go and become an MD, try and work my ass off, become an MD, I'm striving, you know, and let's say I make it there in a year or 2 years, I'm already making a good headway. And then all of a sudden, the MDs who are already been there and been there for years, they find themselves being needed less and less. Because the aliens are bringing a lot of things into the medical field that says, look, we don't really need that anymore. All your monetary system in general, we got something better for you, something different for you. So as a light worker that I know myself to be, but I believe myself to be. You can say I believe myself or I'm deluded. I'm just some dumb N-word walking around here that needs to grow the fuck up and so on and so forth. That's great. You know, many people said the same thing about a lot of us, light workers. There's been many light workers throughout the course of human history. Siddhartha is one of them. Buddha. Siddhartha into the Buddha. Jesus. And, you know, the two most popular ones you know of. There's been many. Anyhow, look, man. I'm telling you. Just like I was telling the United States government when I came here in 2019 about the aliens. No, I was telling the police officers about that here in Orlando, about the aliens, 2019. And that's when they lost. That's when I was telling about light workers. I told them all kinds of shit. That's when I lost when I saw the one guy, his eyes rolled in here, aliens. But now there's more and more talks about it. 2023, your government came out and Congress started talking about it. The military started talking about it. Stephen Greer, you hear about him, Dr. Stephen Greer. Professor Ivy Loeb, he's going on about Three-Eye Atlas. So many things out there taking place. And I tell you, that's the way a prophet works. They'll tell you something and you'll start to see it. You may not see it then and there, but you'll see it because that's what I call that shit a prophecy. So if you want to know why I'm what I am right now, I'm like that guy off of, what do you call that shit? in a lot of ways, the movie Independence Day, and they're sitting there cracking on the diner over there, talking about, yeah, the aliens stick a probe up your butt and sexually molest you. No, they didn't do that to me, but I've seen aliens in a lot of ways. They move through the spirit like a demon would move through the spirit. Now I know I'm losing. But like, you ever heard Invasion of the Body Snatchers? You ever heard that movie? Yeah, where do you think they got that from? Your government, a lot of these things you see out here, they've gotten that from dealing with the aliens for I don't know how long. They didn't understand these aliens. They don't just pull that shit out of their ass necessarily. These people who come up with this shit. They're getting that. Like, a lot of these things are getting it from somewhere. Like, I could be sitting here talking to you right now. You could be talking to me right now. And something will come inside of you and just snatch all that shit up and start using like cryon. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a spirit. It could be an alien. It could be all kind of things that has capacity to do that. Over there, Lee Carroll, he says, hey, we're going to channel. And then it'll take over, it'll sit there in communion, well, I guess, with Lee Carroll. And so he says it. We'll go inside of him and we'll start using him as a vehicle, as a medium to communicate. I see that a good bit. So the things that I've seen, the things that I've heard, like Jesus told Nicodemus, this makes me so much different than you. And the way that I ebb and the way that I flow, the way that I think, the things that I do, the things that I say, the things that I may... Yeah, this little explanation to you for what I am. You'll see it. Just like I told the police here in 2019. Now it's 2026. GFL station said in 2024 they'll be showing up in 2025 or 2026. It's 2026 still. And they showed up. But your government is not telling you they showed up. Ivy Loeb is telling you, yeah, something's fucking going on. You know? Ivy Loeb is telling you that, and a lot of others are telling you that. But your government has still not officially had the scientists and so many others that you say, okay, there it is. NASA tell you, look, on the official platforms out there, which makes so much difference for many people, hey, we have aliens. But your government has told you. At least certain sects of your government has told you. Certain sects of your government has told you. You know? But not all of them. Certain people like whistleblowers, they've come out and said something about it. And that's them right there, following my ass, right over my head. They've been doing that, like I told you on the other video. They're out there, you know. And now we're nowhere about that hotel where we was at. We're at Target right now, getting ready to go to Target. Way down here on fucking Daryl Carter and Palmer or some shit or another, or whatever the hell this street is called right here. But that's them. They do that everywhere I fucking go. And I deal with that shit too. And when I try to do something out here, they throw a fucking wrench in my shit. I can't even get a Bluehost fucking goddamn fucking website and go out there and do something independent from YouTube or Google. I've got Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I can show evidence of that. I can't show proof, but I can show plenty of evidence of that, and I've done it before, how we came across paths and crossed paths, and they've shown evidence of things that I've said and things that I've will put out there, like Elon Musk naming his son Romulus. And if he wasn't homeboys with Donald Trump, I wouldn't have made that connection, but he is. And I've been knowing Trump longer than Trump's been knowing me, and I've been knowing Trump longer than I've got two of the world's richest, most powerful fucking men riding my black ass. So give me a fucking break out here what the fuck it is you think I ought to fucking be. And that you say I'm not.